Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the virtual Pet Jam Livestream. This is block 9 of 12. We are joined this afternoon by some awesome guests. Why don't we introduce ourselves going down alphabetically? Approaching Infinity or Giovanni? Tell them a bit about yourself, please.
Hi, I am a past jammer on the Something Awful game dev jams a few times. Haven't done anything recently. Mostly been working. I'm currently a gameplay engineer with Zynga. Been pretty busy with that the last year or so, and looking forward to seeing some jam games. I really have a lot of fondness for the kind of the small team, quick game kind of thing. Like that's like probably still my favorite style of games like to be made. So looking forward to seeing that stuff. It's something I miss working on bigger projects.
All right, Pete, tell them a bit about yourself, please.
Cool. Hey, I'm Pete. I am a game engineer and accessibility engineer working at Alchemy Labs right now, who you may know from Job Simulator, Vacation Simulator, the Rick and Morty VR game. And so, yeah, I do that. And I've jammed in the past. And sort of how I got my start in the industry, and I love virtual pet games, so I am here to have fun and chat with everybody.
All right, Snowshoe.
Hey,
Nobody here has ever seen you before. You got to tell
no
them your
one's
life
ever
story.
been here, but I'm just so excited to be here. Oh, such an honor. No. Hey,
You're damn right
it's
it
me.
is.
It's me, a Snoosh. I'm a staple here at these dog pick jams. But for those who haven't seen me before, I'm also a streamer. I stream a lot of variety games. Take a little bit of break because I have a real job also in game dev. I do QA and miscellaneous tasks along the way. So like I professionally break all your games. Sorry. So if your game broke while I played it, it's not you, it's me.
I could tell there was an extreme lack of sorriness there. Just dreadful. There were
Yeah, I'm just so sad.
127 games submitted to this jam. That's a lot of games.
Very hefty.
We're now in the final third. The first game on the agenda today is Johnny Be Good. So let me put that up here.
Such a classy title.
I'm going into these blind, but I heard he never learned to read or write so well. That's weird. But,
Slander.
he could play the guitar like a playing a bell, so that's what they say.
I don't know enough of the song to make bits. I just know the song.
Well, go Johnny, go.
This game gets dangerously close to breaking the full screen rule, but it's full screen borderless, which is the correct
saw that.
Window mode. So.
Yes, that made me happy because
I agree.
I was able to put that onto the stream without any problems. So they are A-okay in my book.
You
Already
won
loving...
this time, Gadget.
All right. Here we are. Hive stats options.
That text is real hard to read.
This one you'll definitely want to look at the help a little bit. There's kind of a lot, but the kind of first steps you can do are fairly limited by just the amount of money that you have.
The goal of the game is to eventually.
This text is a little easier to read. There's just a lot more of it.
Skunk.
I need to close some of my windows because I'm getting some.
My suggestion to the developers of this is to paradoxically make the window in which the text is placed narrower, so you have more of a gutter on the sides of the screen. That would make this text quite a bit easier to read.
Yes.
At any rate, I am not reading all that. We're just gonna dive in, man. We're just gonna dive in.
At the very least, definitely never have text flush with the edges of the window. Like that's like a typography no right there.
Generally. This is better. Look, this beekeeping one. Although I'm not really.
So the idea is you've got to prepare the hives, and there's like better hives, but they're more expensive. So the first ones I would just buy the logs, and when you click on the price, you'll get the option to add them in your slots on the left. So I started with like 2 logs on the left and then started filling them. So then you have to buy the bees that will actually occupy them. And so the hive requires a queen and then any number of workers and drones. I don't remember exactly what the difference between the drones and the workers was, but basically you need all 3 of them. And then the more of those workers and drones you have, the more honey you'll get out of the hives, and then you can sell the honey and then use that to kind of build up your money pool to buy things with.
Yeah, this is so hard to read.
An alternative would be to like thicken that stroke a little bit so that the text stands out a little better.
Yeah, it's just the particular, it's like the exact color combination is really what makes that difficult. It's unfortunately,
you know what,
also really messing with the stream quality. Like the text is just fuzzy as heck.
I wonder if is the deaf colorblind maybe?
Maybe.
Hold on, I'm checking. No, it's still hard to read. Okay, I have, so part of my work involves doing accessibility, so I have a nice app that fist bump, and I have an app that will let me view it in a rough colorblind setting. Unfortunately, these are also hard to read in the
food box was perfect. That one was great.
I was gonna say, that menu was great.
Oh, yeah, that was a great menu.
So once you've added, so like buy the a couple of larvae of each type of the W and the D, which is the drones, and then you pick which nest they go into or which hive, and then you have to have a queen.
Oh, I have to have a queen first. Is that it?
Yeah. Well, you at least need a queen in the, like, each one can only have one, but you have to have a queen or the hive just doesn't
I
do
was
anything.
hitting buy larva, but it wasn't buying them and wasn't offering me a place to put them. It still won't.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe you need the queen first then, yeah.
I did do. I bought one and I put it here. A queen larva.
Okay, so you have the queen.
And it documented
my
funds that time.
And you gave them water. Yeah, you should be able to place the drones. Do you have enough money to buy them?
I wish they could show the money while I was looking at the shop. As it is, you have to dismiss the shop before you can look at the funds. This is, for some reason, something about this background text combination is like fucking with my brain because it is very hard for me to like. It
repeated, bright, contrasting colors. I guess
it's hard for me to like stay on a line.
It's not just hard for me to read it; it's like hard for me to talk while trying to read it, which is bizarre. Like I'm not used to having this sensation.
It's very loud to your brain. I feel it.
I can't remember having this difficulty of talking and reading at the same time since like elementary school. This is very strange. Some sort of brain hack. I'm sure there's money to be made off of this.
Yeah, some sort of manipulative thing you could do. Try the
speech jammer, but visual.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Try the ×1 B for W and for D, and then there you go.
So it let me do ×1.
It might be that you didn't have enough money, or I'm not sure if the ×10 just doesn't work. So the one thing is you do have to pick one. If you don't, then it's kind of like not confirming the purchase. So you should see now that there's some bees or some larvae. If they have food and drink, then you can sleep, and then the next day there should be some honey and wax.
Okay, food and.
And then you'll have to feed them again. So that's kind of the other thing is you have to buy eventually water and nectar to give to them. So but right now they're at 100%, so they don't need anything else.
So I could safely go to the next day.
Yes, I believe so. And this is where I just trying to do this. I ran out of money because I don't think I like. There's something about the distribution of stuff that I didn't quite get. So like I just ran out of stuff from that. Or out of money eventually. Like and then you also have your own energy that you have to restore. I forgot about that.
Oh,
and that one I completely forgot about. But I didn't make it to running out of my own energy before I just ran out of money.
More of this menu. More of this menu.
Yeah, this menu's great. This is fantastic. I could read that all day. I also
Ginger Stone. You don't need to read every letter.
I had a thought, and as soon as I pulled up this menu, like that thought left my brain.
The mind eraser.
gracious.
This what's interesting is that so a lot of the entries had like somewhat diegetic item like things where it's like, oh, you click on an object or a thing that looks like an object, and then or I guess you could call that kind of skeuomorphic. Like they had that kind of interface going on, and this is one of the ones that has much less diegetic stuff going on. And in this particular case, maybe just because of that background, I find it very hard to figure out what's going on.
I'm clicking audio and it's not coming up because I kind of want to.
I believe that one is like cycling the volume up, and then eventually it loops down to the bottom to the lowest.
I actually wanted to turn volume
There's
down.
no feedback.
Okay.
It is making yeah.
The
music
theme
choice
song
is
is awesome because
interesting.
it appears to have been made. It's like somewhat custom to this. Like it is like a theme song about the skunk and paying off your debts and stuff.
It's cute.
It's like pretty long too. Like I was sitting here for a while and it took a bit for it to loop.
It's cute, although what's getting me is I'm expecting like a Chuck Berry-esque type song to go with the name, but it's a funny song. It sounds really cute, but it definitely sounds like it's from an earlier era. It's not
I
quite
dig
a
that
Chuck
in the
Berry.
theming like that. Like, there's something about that with like the honeycomb pattern that does actually like bring me back. You know, you don't see that anymore.
Yeah, it sounds like a 20s era, 30s era. It's almost a
Guns are best guns.
vaudeville-esque quality to it. Not quite, but it's interesting. I'm enjoying it. But
So you will need bee nectar and water, and you have to give that to them every day.
right.
And it seems like you can kind of keep progressing days and wait for the wax and the honey to build up, and then harvest it later, or you can harvest it right away to get stuff to sell. But the log only survives one or it doesn't survive any harvest. Like it gets destroyed after just one.
I see.
So this one, that UI had a bug where the amount that it says you can sell stays at 0 until you start clicking the button. Where in the sell goods,
Like refresh.
although you need to harvest the other stuff first anyway.
So
$10 for rent. This must be Disco Elysium.
okay.
It turns out it's well, actually no. Even if it was $10 a day, that would still that would be
So
basic math. $3,300 a month.
how much did it have yesterday? 1? Is it going up 4 by day? It's interesting where we're just going like
and it depends, I believe, on how many how many workers and drones you have in there.
Oh, I see.
So if you've got more of them in there, but then the different hives you can get have different capacities.
Oh.
And they eventually will fill up to where they won't get any more, and you just have to harvest them.
Oh, it won't let me put one in there anymore, so I have to go into this one. So I better put like a queen bee larva in there. I'm gonna run out of money.
Yeah, and you can only have one queen in each hive, so you only need one.
That's fairly realistic.
What have we here? Okay.
If you have 2 queens, you have to have them in 2 separate hives.
Them
Oh, I say
bees.
fight.
This one definitely could use a tutorial, like a slightly more guided one. Maybe just for for your first couple days, try doing this, this kind of layout of hives to queens to workers and stuff, just so there's some guidance on what the correct ratios should be, because
No queen
it's not
present.
really clear
I thought I bought a
how
queen
should I
larva.
use a lot of drones, should I use a lot of workers.
Yeah, also limiting your options the first couple days, okay, you can only do this, and that way you'll get the core of okay, this is how I'm progressing
Oh,
forward.
it looks like the queen died
Yes.
here, or something.
Oh no.
So I guess I should just
the
harvest it
queen
now.
died. Queen.
There's nothing
Although
left.
there's a good bit of honey and wax in there, so you can now. I think you can just harvest that one now.
Alright. It says I have 0 honey.
Yeah, so this UI's got a bug. It'll say you have 0 even though you have some. So if you just start clicking the cell 1, you'll see the number. and
That
go
said
back
it
up.
had 8 honey in it, but now it says I have 3.
Maybe
What's up
you
with that?
sold 5?
I didn't sell anything. I
Did
didn't click
you
anything.
harvest anything?
Yeah, I harvested. I hit harvest.
Yeah,
But now it says I have 3.
yeah. Instead of the 5 and the 8 and stuff. Did
Mhm.
you happen to click on the sell button?
I did
Yeah,
just
see,
now.
that updated once you picked to sell it, but
I didn't get any more money though, and I have the same amount of.
Maybe you left. Maybe they.
Do you
ate
get
it
the money
and
maybe
had
the next
them.
day? That's actually
Maybe.
something I didn't realize. So that one doesn't have any.
No, I've got one less honey, but I don't have any more money.
Oh.
No money, honey.
I
did
just got in.
That one worked when I tried it, but
Oof.
yeah. So here you can progress the days like as you're. If you've got the, I think if you don't give them food and water, then that's how the queen bee dies.
Huh.
And then but it looks like your second hollow log is doing okay. It just isn't producing anything. Maybe is it only larvae that are in
Pay
there?
rent.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That's interesting. I think I'm going to set that down for now because we got a lot to get through. Oh, exit doesn't work. Hang on. Alt F4. Bam.
Oh, yeah. That I noted that and then forgot to mention it. Sorry about that.
That was interesting. They definitely had some interesting ambitions for that one. I think before I could even suggest any kind of gameplay critique, I would love to see them fix that UI. That was like hacking my brain. This next entry, My Pet Jam by The Real Piggy, it doesn't have a game on itch. They are directing me to a third-party site to download something, which makes me kind of like leery of it.
It's using like some kind of Microsoft CodeMaker thing. I've never seen it before, but it did work like that one does.
Okay.
It's a fairly short one.
Okay, so let's bring that up.
I'm not sussling.
Oh, okay. Let's bring this up here.
Oh, how cute!
Unless
Like
it was
Pico
did turn out to
80.
be suspicious and virus now.
Oh, like coder.
Oh, damn
Okay.
it. Hang on.
Yeah, it makes me think of Pico a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of idea. Like it's like you've got super simple inputs, and then you can make like simple games on it.
Well, also, Game Boy. Oh shit, I don't remember the name anymore. It's the Game Boy one. Oh no. They're
this is
also a
interesting.
visual code builder.
Oh, okay. So this one maybe just from the system, but it's kind of got volume options by default, which I always like.
Buddy, you jammed the bed again. Well, I guess we can take the shortcut to the store for more jam buddies booties.
So I don't know why this one resets to the beginning, but you are currently holding your pet Jam, and you're taking him to the store.
That's funny.
Aww.
Pet
So yeah,
Jam. Okay. I
the
get it.
collider's a little wonky there, but you can get out that way. It's like you go to the left on the door. You might have to reposition just a bit.
I cannot go left.
I believe.
There's a small, like, it's a very exact place you can
Oh,
go.
there we go.
There we go.
Whew.
And so just, yeah, hit the
Tricky.
left.
I'm already tired of this music, unfortunately. Can we?
It is a short loop.
They must have made it in the app, probably,
Yeah.
because it's... Yeah. I have a similar problem with Pico 8 when I'm like, I don't know how to progress this. It's just going to be really short.
I like the idea of the pet being jam.
The path you can take, I think, is to the left and like kind of on the top of the map. There's gonna be like a little entrance into the forest.
That should be our next game jam. It's Jam.
All right.
It's Jam.
So yeah, it's a theme, a continuity across jams.
Well, let's go in.
Ooh.
What's weird is if I press
right.
enter, it hits B on the fake Game Boy.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like Z and X, and then there's like some alternates.
Oh, see, here I am playing left-handed and not even thinking about Z and X.
Can't believe you. Left-handies are very upset.
So this is where I wasn't certain what the purpose of that was, but it looks like this just teleports you kind of to the other side of that, and you can't go downwards, but that's where the goal is. So you have to go back up and to the left.
Whoa.
And also, when you get teleported and the jam kind of like moves to follow you, so if you get teleported a long distance, the jam kind of like floats over to you.
Wait, hang on. I'm going to substitute some music here.
Oh, thank God.
Let's see. Where are we? What do we got here? There we go. That's what we need.
I dig it.
Nice.
Yes, this is what we needed. This is what this game needed, is to steal music from some other game.
We like it. We just had enough.
Yeah, there we go.
We had our fill.
All right. Anyway,
So now you head back up there, and then I think there's going to be that entrance again to the cave.
well, let's go in.
And then here, instead of going up, go, yeah, there you go.
Oh, look, there's a
you were this
door.
close to the goal all along.
All right.
So just walk into the door and...
You win! Woohoo! All right. Nice.
We did it.
Is that the content of this game?
It appears to be. I didn't find anything
Cool,
else.
cool. This is interesting. What an interesting little thing. I'd never heard of this. Whoa, so it's like Scratch.
Oh, so yeah, it's kind of like the little... Like,
Oh. I've
Yeah.
seen this before.
That's what I was
I didn't
saying,
realize I'd
visual
seen this
coder.
before.
So you're just plugging and chugging the terms together without writing it
Whoa.
out.
That's cool. I'm kind of impressed that they put this together with this kind of Scratch-like system.
You can also do that in GB Studio. They're also a visual code editor.
Oh yeah, I used GB Studio once.
I actually never heard of that. That's pretty awesome.
I've been meaning to make a game with it. I'm just kind of learning with it.
So the sprite is in code. And this is the jam.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's really clever.
Well, that's cool. Nice work to the creator of My Pet Jam. That was a lot of fun. So let's see. What do we got next? Trash Panda by Trash Panda Team. So let me sit down our Dragon Warrior music.
Loving
for a
the art
moment.
already.
Yeah, this one does have its own music. So.
Ah, yes, yes. Let's bring this up here. I'll just pull this up in browser as well.
Oh,
Looks like
look
some
at
start.
that.
Look at that.
This one,
Look
it
at
takes
him.
me a little bit
that.
to figure this out, but the idea is that you're taking care of your pet raccoon, who also cleans trash around the entire world somehow. And those buttons that he's showing you there are like, the one on the right is like play with toys, which you do have to buy. You don't start off with any. And then the bottom one is give him food.
Huh. This
And
is
so
cute.
then you can go into the shop to buy some stuff for him. And you start off with some money, so you can get some of these. I just buy the orange juices and the cupcakes. Although the water gives him, like, fills up all his meters, so it's good for that too.
That might be handy to have. Oh, did it buy?
It says
Okay,
if you get 100.
Yes. And then the toys, I would just buy like the bone or maybe one of the other ones, because I think that's the only one you can afford at the beginning.
It says if you reach 100% global pollution.
Yeah, so you have to. It's like a little bit of a time management thing too. Like you have to take care of them and take them over to clean up stuff without running out of time.
Oh, it's like XCOM.
Yeah, this has a few bugs in it. Like you can see some of the icons going off the side, but it works pretty well.
Oh,
So
are
you pick one of those
Ginger's,
spots and then take him there to clean up trash.
Oh, how do I feed this lad? Is
Yeah,
Ginger Zone, are you the developer of this game? I can...
Who, sorry?
Oh, I was talking to somebody in chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they are hungry. We need to give them. Oh,
Yes.
it needs to sleep.
And then
by
just give
putting
them
Some
the
of
it-
that water.
Oh, okay, so move your mouse over to the right side of the screen,
Oh.
and then click on the bed if you want to make him rest.
It's
And
energy
he'll
is
restore
still
about
going
half
down.
of his energy.
Oh, I see. Cool.
And
Although I
then
wish
play with
there's no indication, I guess, other than the cursor changing, but it's hard to tell because the raccoon's on top of it that the bed is clickable.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, it needs
So you can click on if you click on the globe and take him somewhere. I don't know if you have to have him like a little bit metered up on the like happiness to take him to clean up trash, but now you can go to the world icon because that's also how you earn money, is to take him to clean up stuff.
Damn, its meters kind of decrement rather quickly.
Yes, yeah. It's The time pressure is real in this one.
Damn. Just like XCOM.
So here, click to get him on top of pieces of trash, and then click on those green bars on the right side. When his energy runs out, he'll eventually kind of stop. Moving.
Okay, so wait, what? How
Just
do I...
left click anywhere, and that'll move him over.
I am.
So you want to move him. If he's not moving, then his energy ran out, and you have to let him rest.
I see. Yeah, that is what happened. Damn, boy, you already had an app.
The timers are a little bit fast.
Yeah. And also it seems that like looking at the menu is not a free action, which is a little tricky.
Yeah. So you don't get to kind of like think about what you're buying. You kind of just have to like he's starving in real time.
What this needs is the shadowy guy from XCOM.
So now you should be able to click once like stuff appears. You can grab it.
Like that
I like the
cardboard
music.
box.
Is this Good McCloud?
Let's see. I don't.
And so then you drag. Yeah, there you go. Then you deposit it on the sides.
I do not see any credits. Maybe they made it.
Apparently, being thrown onto the grass makes trash explode.
Exactly. Or maybe this isn't really about the environment. It's about making the society safer for cars.
Right.
Capitalism. It's a capitalist trash panda. That's why they're trash. It has nothing to do with the objects that they pick up. And everything to do with their materialist ideology.
So you can see that you're gaining a little bit of money every time you drop off one of the
Interesting.
pieces of trash.
It's not a thankless job.
And you're out of energy.
No.
Can it die?
I never saw that happen. I eventually just ran out of the world got fully polluted, and then I lost from that.
Just like XCOM.
Just like only XCOM, definitely not anything else.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He's somewhat resilient. The world is not. Too much trash and everything goes to crap.
Okay, so the bone is you can use it again and again. That's nice.
Yeah, thankfully.
Oh yeah, that is.
Otherwise you'd have to go into the shop constantly to. I mean, I guess you already have to for the food.
Difficulty hard.
All right. Just turning down the music a little bit.
Now the powers at the bottom, I don't know what those do. There was no obvious indication of like what happened when I clicked.
Yeah, this game could definitely benefit from some tooltips. I think the core gameplay loop is pretty compelling. Could probably just use tooltips and more forgiving cooldown timers.
Yeah, just some overall balancing.
Yeah.
I'm also not sure if these tracks are infinite or if they end eventually. It looked from the description on the globe thing, it looked like there was there's a reward of however much, but it's like for completing it, or is that for getting a certain number of items? Because you are getting money for each one, but it's like
you're reducing the pollution percentage.
Yeah. Oh, that too. Yeah.
I just realized he can pick up apparently up to 2 things. Oh, I can't. Yes. I ran out of energy.
Yeah.
All right.
And he won't go to bed if he's got half or more, I think, of the energy meter.
That's interesting. It's too bad that sleeping doesn't fill up the energy meter all the way.
Yeah.
But that's realistic.
As far as I know, there was no other way. Maybe like a better bed will fill it up further.
I guess they didn't get to upgrades, perhaps.
And that was not finished.
Tools.
Oh,
interesting. So
it's the implement that you pick up trash with.
Yeah.
Probably makes you.
Give me the grabber.
So I guess it decrements energy less to use it.
Oh, I see.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so you swap to it. Okay.
Take that nap.
Oh yeah, yeah. The way these things decrement, it seems like it's best to sleep before you try to feed it. Otherwise, you're just wasting your objects.
Yeah, it feels
I like-
feels like
The eyeballs moving inward to see. It looks really fun. Oh yeah, that one can make up 5 things.
ooh, neat. Okay, I see the loop here.
Get it, baby. Yeah. Lost cause.
Right.
Oh, ran out of energy.
Out of energy.
Could probably signpost running out of energy a bit better with like a sound or a notice.
Yeah, I thought the first time I was playing it, I thought that like maybe the input had gotten busted or like lost focus. 'Cause it's something that does happen occasionally with these, with like the WebGL games, where like
Mhm.
you lose focus once and then that's it. Like somehow like the input just gets totally messed up forever. So it took me a little bit
Switch
to
to your
realize,
other
like,
thing.
oh, I ran out of energy. I need to go back.
Switch to your pokey stick.
Oh, I don't understand what this cooldown is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either because it doesn't look like the Pokey Stick runs out of durability or anything, unless it does.
Maybe it's more like you can just swap to it. They have different applications.
Oh no, the world has become
Oh
too polluted.
no.
Tragic.
Dang.
Filthy, dirty gamer.
That was fun. I thought the art was really cute.
Very
Yeah.
mobile
Yeah, I
gaming.
like the art on this one.
Yeah, we've
I like
actually
that there
had...
was more.
Hmm?
Sorry, I was gonna say I like that there's just like more than just keeping it alive. There was like a whole mini game aspect to like what you were doing. And I guess
Yeah,
it's still
so
keeping it alive.
It's a way to like get some progression out of the advanced, like caretaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some depth of mechanics happening there. With a bit of polish, I think that could be a pretty awesome game.
Yeah.
And I like that, it kind of did feel good, despite the jank, to like be dragging around the world to like look at the different things. That was a very responsive and neat menu. Just like XCOM now.
Yeah.
All right. This is Monster Team Click Farm, I believe.
Yes.
So you're
Oh,
looking...
Charmander.
I always pick Charmander.
We all know
Yeah.
Charmander's hard mode.
Yeah, but that's what makes Charmander better. Uh-oh. Skettles 2 says, allow me to preemptively apologize for your clicking finger. I must say, due to an RSI, if a game requires, like, mashing buttons, I'm just not going to do it. That's not happening.
What
I'm
if
not
it's
going to
a
hurt
space
myself
bar?
for a jam game. But anyway. I've got 3
It's
freshly
not,
laid eggs. Sorry?
Oh, it's not like it's not particularly complicated. So if you can, like, what I ended up doing was just kind of holding the mouse with one hand and tapping down with the other. But yeah, there is going to be a good bit of clicking in this one.
That was weird. It left full screen
Full
for
screen.
a actual
Yeah.
dialogue prompt, a system prompt.
Weird.
Check out your new monster egg. Click the hatch button to help it along.
Oh boy. Oh, I like the particles.
Yeah,
That's
it's
nice.
good. The art is really good. There's like a lot of nice feedback, both like visual and audio.
I'm digging the juice already on this.
And this is a nice example of like a guided. I mean, there aren't that many functions, but it's a guided, like, kind of here's the loop, and they're showing you one step at a time. Like,
Yeah, this looks like it's got a lot of polish already.
I like it.
All that sound effects and everything. It's nice.
Particle effects really help you see like exactly what's changing too.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. It's like, even though that's really all it is, it's just like particles sitting at the end of the bar, but like that just by itself is a really nice, like, makes it feel a lot better to click it.
It's also not oversaturated, like particles. So sometimes, like, they can just,
Yeah.
take up
Yeah.
everything. Like, it's very well conserved.
screen shaking by like 40 pixels in every direction every frame.
Did you ever take these
I
out
like
to
that
fight?
for some reason. The feed button, the sound for that is completely different. Like everything else is like boops and bleeps and stuff, but the sound for the feed is like
Yeah.
It's like a
a
good,
normal,
it's like a
like,
good
chomp.
munch. I like the munch.
Yeah.
What's also fun is it looks like they are the pitch of the sound for a train gets higher as you get higher to filling the full bar.
Yeah, and it
fun.
plays a little jingle when you get to the top.
Wow, look how big it's
Ooh.
getting. It could probably fight in the arena and earn money. Maybe you should press first, yeah. Well, click arena to enter. Arena! The first level is always free to enter. Click enter to send your pet into the arena.
So really, we're cockfighting. I understand.
For
now.
16 bucks. All of 16 bucks.
Oh,
wow. I didn't think you could lose the very first one, but it's very random.
But it's free. You can go again.
Yeah, you can try again. So entering the arena doesn't seem to deplete energy or anything like that, so you can just kind of try over and over. And you'll see in a little bit that you pretty much have to do that.
I need to set up an auto hit macro for clicking.
Turbo mode.
Yeah.
So that's a version 0.2.3. Auto clicking. I feel a mobile game vibe happening right now, where you pay for auto click.
Yeah. Watch an
Like,
ad to...
Buy the auto.
Yeah. If you watch a video ad, you'll gain an extra level for free. So I'm not sure when this gets activated, but well, actually, you'll see it. I think it's right after you beat the first battle. You should be able to now. At level 7, your monster will totally
Wreck
stop
'em.
the level 1 monsters.
Let's get to level 8 just for good measure. Remember
Just
when playing
let
Pokemon
chat click for you.
Blue. Pokemon Blue is the only Pokemon game I've played because shortly thereafter, all Pokemon things were banned from the household. But it's very dramatic.
What?
Long story. I'll tell it later. But
Okay.
I had the exact opposite thing happen.
I would always
Was
spend
not
lots of
allowed to play the
time
first set.
grinding up like a meta. I had Pokemon Blue, so I was spending all this time grinding up Metapod before the Pewter City gym. Probably not necessary, but well, I always started with Charmander though, so you gotta have that.
Go hard mode.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I go hard.
Yeah. Holy cannoli.
What the hell?
What? Okay, the battle is a little
Do
too
they
random.
scale the? Do they scale the?
Enter him again. He doesn't get any more food until he wins.
Ha!
Wow.
Beatings will
You're such
continue
a-
until morale improves.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Huh?
Oh,
There it
Oh,
is.
the skin of your
That's some
teeth.
Daigo stuff
there.
right there. Look at that.
That's how I feel about when I play TFT. It's like skin of my teeth.
Right.
It says I can buy things. Where's the shop?
yes. So now
Oh,
the
down.
loop is you enter the arena until you have enough money to upgrade your food and your equipment. So you can
Oh,
you
I
can
see.
train them up a
64,
little
64,
more.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all nice power of 2 numbers, which I appreciate.
Always
I
love a good
also
power of
like
2.
that.
You're in the zone.
Yeah, there we go. So this is unfortunately, speaking of not wanting to click too much, the way you maintain that is by clicking faster. So
Yeah. If I wanted to get serious about this, I'd definitely have to set up an auto hit macro.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually not even using my index finger. I'm like bashing the mouse button on my trackpad with the side of my hand because I've got such a bad RSI that it literally causes me pain to click a lot with my index finger.
Gotta rest.
I remember actually, for those not hip on the lores, Giovanni and I have been on a team together for jams a few times, and both of us having to figure out our RSIs to get past the finish line. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got something along those lines. To a much lesser extent, I've been pretty lucky. But yeah, it's kind of the same thing for me. Like I can't really. I mean, I can do the clicking for a little bit, but it's just more comfortable to find another way, like and kind of mash it with my knuckle or something.
I think an alternative, if the idea is to just click on one of them at a time, make it a keyboard function. You just navigate up or down and then spacebar, and then you don't have to worry about the one finger. You can just do a full hand.
Yeah, or even just, I mean, if you're going to go so far as to, like, have people mash a button, just let me switch it on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or press to hold.
Oh, I see. Entry fee.
Yeah. So, the next one will have an entrance fee, and it's, it's usually the amount that you gain from the previous one.
I see. The entrance fee for the next one is 64, though, so we can't even...
Yeah, you have to win 4 times to...
Gotta get good. Make that money.
If the level of hunger affects how well it does in the arena.
I didn't think to test that. That's a good point. I do like also that the sprite changes like a number of times as you level them up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crying. That's sad.
May cry. This almost seems unfair.
I mean, it's kind of kicking my ass.
I didn't think of this either, but there maybe is actually like a weakness strength system thing there going on, because like that blue. I also picked red, and I was thinking like that blue kitty always seems to kick my ass every time I fight it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Maybe just from the randomness, but
because I wonder if there's like some hidden stats here. Oh, okay. It appears 478 over 576.
That's not a power of 2.
XP. Oh, I thought it was HP, but I think it's XP.
I think that's the XP.
It's hard to tell with the pixel font.
Well, that's the experience font, right? So, or the experience bar. So I would assume like that's how much it is to the next level.
It's just the P's drop isn't long enough.
So I'm guessing, like, when you upgrade this, that makes the grind for that thing less tedious or something?
It just makes it like it essentially just makes your clicks more effective.
Because it appears that, like, I'm not really doing that much better in the arena despite leveling up the creature.
You did the level 1 just now, right?
Yeah, and I still, like, had just a sliver of health left at the end.
Yeah. By the time I hit level 10, I was winning the first one pretty much guaranteed every time. It just, it becomes kind of a slower clicker where it's like you have to click, fight over and over and over to get the money to like level up your stuff or to go to the next arena level. And then it's like a little bit of a gamble because you might try that and then lose your money because you went in and lost and then now you gave up the entrance.
Interesting.
So.
And then the price raises somewhat significantly there.
Yeah, that's quite a... if you're going to go up by powers of 2, maybe my creature should, like, get more powerful by powers of 2. How about that, huh?
Level 2, level 4, level 8.
Yeah.
You're interjecting math.
Exponential increase.
I need my 4K critter. Right, there we go.
There we go. That was a big hit.
Take that, green creature.
Kill it, squirrel.
That one's an even more like baby version of the one you just fought.
It's crying. I don't know why it gets
At least they're crying and not like bleeding.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That little fucker keeps almost kicking my ass. All right, I'm going to try and see how bad the next level is. So we're going to get to 64 and then go to the next level in the arena.
Nailed it. Oh.
All right. This is exciting. Here we go.
I wonder if we...
All right.
Let him have a full stomach just in case. Need a rest, baby. It appears to be some sort of bird. All right.
Bird
the arena.
We are ready.
Uh-oh, it's that fucker again.
Oh, no, it's...
Only it's bigger.
Of course. Oh, big hit.
Critical hit.
What?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. I love it.
All right.
And you got the big prize money.
So now you can risk.
Oh, now
level
we're gonna get
3
super strong.
All right. Whoop.
Chuck.
Still kind of clicky.
So does shelter reduce the rest time? Is that my understanding here?
Well, I
Yeah.
feel like that's
Okay.
You get a better bed.
less of a concern because rest is not so grindy.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you want to play fast,
For you
for
and
the
for
speed
beginner.
run, rest is important.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna speed. Oh man, this needs a speed run version. Right. Play this for summer games done quick.
Well, it's interesting. When I have no money, I have to go back and just like beat up a bunch of babies again.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, I see. Resting kind of takes a while now. I see.
Yeah.
All right, let's beat up some babies.
So another thing I noticed is that the food costs
Okay.
money when you have money, and when you don't, it's free.
That's weird.
Yeah, and I don't know if maybe the food is more effective when you do pay for it.
Well, that's kind of fun. A little too grindy, so I think I'm going to set it down for now. But clearly, a lot of thought and care went into putting this together.
It's very especially the visual pieces, like everything fits well together. Like it's the UI.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
it
is
all
great.
looks like a fairly complete thing.
Yeah, really well polished.
Very
package.
unified style.
Just needs a bit
Yeah.
more balance, and I think you'd really have you could almost take that to some kind of commercial release. I think.
Honestly, yeah.
You could easily
Add
put
some
it
screen
on a
shake,
mobile app
some
and just go.
microtransactions.
Keep it
Monetize
within reason, of
frustration.
course.
All right, the next game is My Little Monster by What Skill Games. Let me bring that up here. That's another Godot game.
This one.
My little monster, my little monster.
Sadly, they didn't take the opportunity.
Oh, you almost had the tone right, Peter.
Almost.
So this one, I don't think you'll need to go through the tutorial bit. It's the colors actually that they use for the buttons work well to kind of make it very obvious what to do. So you have the nap time thing on the top, and that's counting down until the monster goes to sleep. Oh, so this one's the only one that's a little bit weird. You do have to click where it says name your monster. Click on that and then type a name in.
Oh, I am clicking it.
It doesn't have a indicator. It just starts letting you type.
Okay, there we go.
Perfect. So you want to make sure that his needs bars are in the upper half. And if you fill them up too much or bathe them too much, then that's bad. There's no
I see.
limit to the playing with them. Like that, you can fill it up as much as you want. You just have to make sure that the other two bars or all three of them are in that upper zone.
Oh, in
So there's a little bit of a jam theme adherence here because you have a zone in which you're trying to keep the needs met.
I see.
Not too low, not
Appear
too
to be
high.
doing all right. It's a cute creature. I like the art style.
Yeah. So the first few days, every day, it just gets a little harder because the bars will increment at faster rates. And so the first few days, it's extremely easy.
Does the creature ever evolve into something else?
It didn't seem to. I played for a little bit. I made it, I think, 7 or 8 days in, and it never changed as far as I could tell.
Huh.
That was my one kind of thing is that I think that, and I mentioned this for a couple of them of the different entries, is that sometimes they could do with some kind of a complication, something that happens in the loop to kind of break it up and force you to distribute your resources differently or make you spend time doing something else. Because here there's basically nothing stopping you from always keeping his bars perfectly filled or nearly perfectly filled all the time. The only kind of limiting factor is that the actions take a handful of seconds, but not long enough to be a problem.
Yeah, there's definitely a cooldown. What would be nice is to have a radial bar to indicate
so you can
the
see that more
cooldown.
clearly.
I do love the particles when you click things. It's nice and responsive.
Nice feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, consistent critique I've had through most of these games is like, I wish I had more feedback with the UI. So this does well on that front. The music is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very pleasant.
I can't place what it reminds me of, but it reminds me of something.
Someone mentioned Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Ginger Zone did. I didn't mean to neglect your name. I just wasn't paying attention.
It makes me think of the Bebo from the Powerpuff Girls. Just blue instead of red.
Oh yeah.
You must only feed him once.
Not twice. Not 3 times. Just once. When it was in the egg, I was thinking of, oh, it's gonna be like a kitty cat. Because it has void eyes. Looking at
Cats
me.
hatching from it.
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
Pokemon do that.
Yeah, it's gonna Pokemon, everything hatches from eggs.
Whether it's mammal or reptilian.
Pokemon, what mammal?
You see, the bars are decrementing faster. Now I'm getting a little more frustrated by not having visual feedback on the cooldown.
Yeah, the cooldowns. Yeah, it does get a little bit tougher. And then because the food especially, you can't, if you overfill it, he barfs and a bunch of his needs go down all at once. So it's sort of like,
No.
So I generally was, my strategy for this was to make sure that the blue and the green were kind of up there, and then just spam the pink button. Because that one doesn't seem to have any negative effects if you fill it too much. The other two do, but the happiness doesn't seem to.
You can give it love forever and ever.
You can never have too much love.
And then the amount that the bars increment, it looks like it's more when, the lower they are, especially the hunger one. But I never got a good handle on like exactly how much it was, so it was always kind of like risky to like, do I want to try and top off the bar and not accidentally get it past the edge?
It is interesting that there's that kind of additional element to the mechanics. But yeah, my chief frustration right now is not seeing that cooldown visually.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm left like clicking these, being
Yeah,
like,
it's
okay,
basically
now?
like once he stops animating, that's when.
I guess, yeah.
So how many days did you have your thing?
I believe I went to day 8.
All right, let's see if I can.
7 or 8. And the bar on that top left, the one that says all right now, that one said good, I think.
Oh.
I don't know if there's anything that happens when you get all the way to the top. I need to put one more time.
So nap time has a radial indicator, so I know that they know how to do this.
And even if not a radial indicator, even just graying out
Yeah,
so
that's
that
true.
you're not like.
Yeah, because if you were trying to like time it really carefully, you click the food one too many times,
Mm-hmm.
barf them up.
Blech.
That is something that I did appreciate, though, is that the monster himself gives you some decent visual feedback as to like,
Oh yeah.
like when you filled them up the first time too much, and then he barfed, and then all his bars went down. It's like, okay, I understand what happened like right away from that. It's one of those things that sounds really obvious when the game has it, but is not always like it's just the sort of thing people don't always think about right away.
Yeah, the
Farce
feedback
is
nice.
good.
All right.
Yeah, it's like if anything, this is the one that might be balanced to be a little bit too easy. Maybe give you a couple days of it being smooth sailing, and then start decrementing those bars super fast.
Well, it seems to be kind of they're on the way there. Oh, that one came close to. Almost had a disaster there.
Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just sort of jamming to the music.
Yeah, the loop is nice.
It's very pleasant on repeat.
Yeah, I'm in the zone. Just kind of chilling with
This
the
is
pet.
it. This is what we're doing.
Yeah. Chilling in the zone with my pet.
Having a good time.
Is there an end state? I can't remember if we said that.
I think Gio said he got to day 7, but that's it. So I'm gonna try to
Yes,
get to day 9 and then I'll
right.
probably set it down.
I don't know if maybe when that bar fills up something happens, but
Grows up and gets a dog.
you get a new egg. We have
And then that
a
pink meter goes way down. I'm kidding.
I'm not yawning. You're yawning.
He's an extremely idle monster too.
Yeah. Why does it
sitting
get
there
dirty
being
so
fed.
quickly? Is it just like secreting all kinds of horrible oils or something?
Maybe he's hypoallergenic.
I mean, I've asked that question when I've babysat before. Like, how are you getting dirty so quickly?
I used to ask my cat that when you would go outside. I'm like, what did you roll in? And it's like my neighbor, like all the sand from the winter, because the salt and sand for the roads would pile up at the bottom of the hill, and he would walk over and roll in it.
Whoa.
Oh, brat.
Was that like the red kind where it's like that salt that looks all like kind of? I don't
No,
know.
it's just sand. And
Oh.
They don't dye it, or at least where we were. I know some places do dye it for clarity, and sometimes some versions are blue, but usually that's like rock salt. For road salts, it's not the same. It's just plain and dirty.
I've noticed that the
That's not too bad.
The bars don't always go up by the same amount every time. I'm trying to figure out if there's a reason why they go up different amounts. Maybe it's random. Like that one jumped up by a lot.
Yeah, and you weren't below the half threshold, so I don't know if maybe there's some randomness there. Unless the like you will get a lot of cleanliness threshold is not at the center, but maybe at like 60% or something.
Huh. Yeah. It's weird.
Definitely means there's like sort of an optimal place to try to be hitting the button.
Hmm.
It could do the Gears of War like reloading minigame thing.
All right.
Where, like there's a small part of the bar that you are supposed to like hit.
Maxed out the good bar, made it to
Maxed
day
out the good
10.
bar. I think I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I won! Let's say. I'm just gonna say that. I don't care if it's not true. I won. There you have
I
it.
believe it. Buy it.
All right, the next game is Dawn of the Dog by Remy Smith. Let's see what we got
Dawn
here.
of the dog.
Dawn of the Dog.
Dawn of the Dog.
Is this some kind of like mafia thing? Just kidding. Anyway,
Oh, it's inspired by the movie Dawn of the Dog.
this is a very small.
Yeah, they're
window.
gonna be hanging out in the mall.
Never heard of this movie. Now I'm gonna go look.
I mean, it must be some kind of obscure thing no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's a Dawn of the Dead. I'm dumb. I can't read.
Oh,
Inspired by the
I thought
movie
you were
Dawn
making
of
a
the
joke
Dead.
about that.
Reading's hard.
It is. It is. All right, let me bring this up on stream.
No, Dawn of the Dead. God damn it.
It could have been Dog of the Dead. I wonder if that would have come across.
Oh, Dawn.
All right. Controls. Oh. Oh fuck! What the fuck?
God.
barking sound is a little harsh.
Wait, if this is inspired by Dawn of the Dead,
Crunchy.
is there like a dog strip club that he's gonna go to? Oh, I guess it wasn't really a strip club. It was
That would be funny, but
Bar.
sadly. So your objective is to help out all the humans who are trying to fight off the zombies. It's a little... so I don't know if there's maybe more than one way to complete it, but the way that I found is you have to walk all the way to the end, past all the humans. You can bark at the zombies, but that doesn't do anything to them initially because you have to find items that help the humans out.
Huh. This is really
That old lady doesn't
That's
really
George
look like she needs
Washington
help,
looking
but
guy.
chill music here. Just grooving.
Look at that
It
walk
does have a chill
cycle.
walk cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do dig that walk cycle and the tail wagging.
I'm just chilling.
Is that armor, a harness? What's going on the waist of
It's
the dog
a
there?
service dog.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course.
He's a helpful pupper.
So around here somewhere, there's something you can click to pick up. There should have been something on the ground. Oh yes, there we go. So you can pick that up. Oh, okay. Yeah, she dropped it and barked at her.
I'm barking 22, so that's what's happening.
Yeah, so, so that lighter, if you go back all the way to the beginning, there is something you can use that on,
Oh,
and you just click on stuff to use it. You don't have to like select.
Nice.
I would just click on everything.
I'm just chilling to this music. This music has got me in the zone. I'm just ready to groove to this and kill some zombies, you know? While being helpful.
Right.
Man's best friend.
It's
Ooh,
the inner
the dog.
soundtrack. It's the dog's inner soundtrack.
Does the dog have a name?
I don't believe so. I don't remember from. I don't think. Yeah, I think I saw one in the description. So yeah, there you go.
He's happy. Hooray.
I don't know why, but that exploded the.
Love it.
You got a
Now you've got a
knife.
knife.
All right. Woof. All right.
Got it.
What's that? Is that a magazine?
Yeah, that one's a magazine.
For the...
Pew, pew.
Yeah, there it is.
I just-
Scissors.
Scissors. Look, he's got a heart. He's happy. Such a warm-hearted, inspirational game. The dog barks DACA. That's what happens. It's a
his
stick figure
foot?
wrapped up in a blanket.
Yeah, so that one you used the scissors on
Oh.
that lady. I'm not exactly sure what happened. It just looks like now like.
You used like half the scissors.
Oh, I see.
Oh. It was... Hooray!
Yay!
Look, the heart. They're happy. What a sweet
And everybody
little
pets
game.
the dog.
Aw.
That
Good
means it
game.
qualifies for you can pet the dog. Well, I guess you can't pet the dog.
Well, we are the dog. We are getting pet. That is it.
Yeah.
Aw, what a sweet little game. Just warms the heart. Love it. All right, the next game we have is Pocket Friends by Mariana Goncalves. Or something. I was about to say Goonclaves. I'm like, that can't be right.
This looks way too cute already.
Too many goons around here. Pocket Friends. The art for this looks amazing.
Yeah, the art was really nice.
Someone says the bark sounded like a dot matrix printer, and then follows up with dog matrix printer. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let me bring that up on
Now I just
screen.
imagine a dog bark that sounds like a dial-up modem.
That would
That
not
would
be
be
a dog I'd
terrifying,
like.
terrifying and effective bark, I think.
Yeah, I could
Get
get
my-
killed by a bark like that. That'd be an effective weapon.
Oh my goodness.
We have a lot of mobile-esque games being spit to this jam. That's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, it does seem like a lot of the entries have that kind of the vertical or just like mobile proportions to the buttons. If that makes sense. Like the really large buttons, it's like good for a mobile screen, which is usually very small.
Let's see. If I had an Android, I'd probably try to load these on there, but I've got an iPhone, so not this
Womp
time.
womp.
All right,
Yeah, I've had not great luck getting like a Unity WebGL or really any WebGL games. Like it's like they kind of work, but not quite well enough. Like there's always just some weird stuff going on.
All right,
like the the constraints though, because it really makes you choose what you need to be focusing on.
Yeah.
Instead of using
It means you don't get to like pollute the whole screen with like a ton of UI and like I mean there are some games where that's kind of what you need, but yeah, for a lot of this stuff it ends up being better not to for people not to be able to go crazy with that.
Wash pet. Shower pet.
So dirty.
So I kind of like that the tabs at the bottom are also the meters. I didn't realize that.
I think that's great.
It's a good use of the space.
Yeah, absolutely.
There it is.
Well, that's brilliant.
Great way to not overclutter and to like provide the right information, give you the right like zones.
So here you've got to pull the blanket over him.
Oh.
Oh, you gotta tuck him in.
Yeah, you gotta tuck him in.
That's cute.
That's precious.
Oh.
Precious.
All right, that got me a little bit.
So here, I think you click and like touch them, and then the love meter goes up. So if you have all the bars filled, that bar at the top starts filling up. And I don't know what that represents, but it fills up, and that's it makes numbers go up, which is compelling on its own.
Love seeing numbers go up. Small brain, but I like numbers going up.
So then it's like the idea here is like to kind of like race to get all the bars, to keep them all filled all at once for as long as possible, just to make the bar at the top.
There's some kind of cooldown.
This one you have to like the bottom right one. That one's not a tab, I guess.
Oh.
You have to hit back, and now you're in the
I see.
I can pet them mode.
The actual like the actions, what the fancy people call them, verbs. The verbs of this game like really sell you're caring for the creature thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you have to pull the blanket up over it that's precious.
I do think that this, like the petting them, does need some kind of feedback.
Yeah.
Because it also took me a while to realize that I was supposed to be doing that, or like what I had to do to make that meter fill up.
Yeah, it could use like some heart particles or something, or the creature like reacting in some way.
Yeah.
But this is also like fantastically done on Jamscope. Because this looks, apart from like minor complaints of like, I think they need to tell us we need to go back for the pet part, it's very polished. Pet the animal. But yeah, the fact that you pull the little the covers over them, that just tugs my heartstrings. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
This was a solo jam too, I think.
A soul dove?
Yeah. There's no other credits on it, so I think this was a solo jam. Very cool.
What I like about it is...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It seems like it's not a game about like skill, it's just sort of like engaging you with like, this is a thing that you take care of. So in that regard, like the fact that you, it's not just you soap it up, you have to like hit the shower thing as well. It's like less of a gameplay thing and more of just like, I feel emotionally attached to this now. Like, that's nice.
What happens if we let the bars deplete?
Yeah.
I do not know. I could not bring myself to do that.
I guess some kind of progression, like what does it mean to go up, would probably be nice, but for Jamscope, this is quite well polished.
We gotta neglect our cute panda for a little bit.
Uh-oh, it pooped.
Maybe it looks sad and dirty if you leave them.
Yeah, I want to see it get like nasty. Like
it's just the room filled with poops.
You monster.
Neglect your fur, child, for science.
The bed is my favorite part. You turn on the nightlight and then you pull up the covers. Like, oh, that's precious.
So good.
I want to see if I can pick a different pocket friend. I wonder if that... I guess I can't go back. There's no going back now.
There's no going back.
You're committed. You can't just
first
pick a pet and abandon them.
You need to give it a forever home.
This is a lifetime responsibility.
That's how I feel about when I play Minecraft. And I save my villagers.
I can do escape. Oh, main menu.
Oh, there it is.
Do we revert to monkey? Or do we go with kitty cat?
Revert to monkey.
Revert to monkey.
I think functionally they're all the same because I played with the
14.
cat and it was identical.
Oh, it's nice
You
it
even
didn't
feed them the
revert.
same foods, which cats love: apples, bananas, and watermelons.
All right, so anytime I'm eating any kind of food, one of my cats, Frankie, gets very curious even though I insist, like, this is bread, you don't want it. He always wants to at least, like, have a mouthful and then he'll spit it out. And it's like, I tell you, but you don't believe me every time.
He's like, just checking. Check and see if you weren't holding out on me.
Just in case one day.
Like, it smelled different, Mom. It's like, yeah, but it's the same thing, but it smelled different.
It'd be cute if they had somewhat different animations as well.
I mean, cuter. They're cute.
That's true. They're cute.
Be more cute.
Yeah, I could see the way that like the loop works here. I feel like if you really wanted to, you could tune it to be like more like one of those mobile games where it's like you check in on it every few hours or every, like, you know, that kind of thing, where like the bars deplete really slowly but in real time. So it's, you know, it's more like a real, like an actual Tamagotchi, like something like that.
Well, that's cute. I had a lot of fun with this. I think I'm going to set it down so we can get through more of the games here, but nice work to the developer of Pocket Friends. The next game we have is Trolley the Snowball by Team Acute Collective. Let me bring that up here.
It's another mobile format. How funny.
A lot of mobile-ish games, this jam. Let's pull that up.
We might have to amend how we do our category.
Well, so I wrote in the rules, like, games must be playable on Windows 10. And these are playable on Windows 10, so it's not like they're in violation of anything. I mean, I don't have a problem with them being mobile format. I just think it's interesting that was sort of like the, I guess that was on everybody's minds lately.
Oh, I meant, like, we should have another category of, like, best almost mobile.
Maybe for another jam. I wouldn't want to amend that to this jam.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because nobody
New
knows.
jam requirements. Everyone has to submit to the App Store.
Ah! You have to go through the
real
process.
hard mode. Holy crap.
And then you have to be like, how are you not a kid's game?
Meet Trolley. He's a snowball in a precarious position. One day our friend Trolley was nestled peacefully on the mountain on top of Mount Bernidad, when suddenly the wind blew him off. He rolled fiercely and landed on a single small point where he remains currently. It is your job to make sure that Trolley does not grow too big and fall off the cliff and destroy the town of New Chadswick. However, do not let him get too small or he will melt. Click on the snowflakes to collect currency to spend at the shop. Items you buy will either grow Trolley or shrink him. Some items have stronger effect than others. Be sure to exit the shop and check back for other items.
Yeah, so he grows on his own. But there's things you can do to make him grow faster, and then there's some of the items will make him grow slower. So this one has a lot of randomness. Every time you open the shop, the items are different, which does mean that sometimes there's items you cannot get. And the shop has a cooldown. Every time when you close it, then it's different stuff.
Oh, I can't even buy anything. Oh, I can buy this.
Yeah,
so
lot. That will shrink him.
Interesting. So you have to have him, I guess that's in the zone, is the...
Yeah, it's like you're keeping him a certain size.
Aristotelian perfection.
So you eventually have to put out the fire because it'll melt him completely. There were several times where I got the very first thing in the shop was just coal only, and it just burned him to nothing, and I never got another shop with the water bucket to put him out or to put the fire out. So sometimes you can get extremely unlucky.
I'm guessing the face is going to indicate if you're like in a safe.
Yeah, so that's like the good kind of state, and then a few more below that, you'll start getting another face where he's like.
Because I noticed when it was getting really big, it was looking kind of like sick. Is having the shop open a free action, or is it like continuing to decrement?
Yeah, you can open the shop and have and keep collecting stuff.
So you don't want to hang out in the shop too long.
Oh no. So there's no water.
Oh, I just put more on the fire. Yeah, that was not good.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that didn't look good.
Oh, he's crying.
Yeah, this gnome is a bit of an asshole sometimes. He only wants to sell you stuff to burn him.
Some gnomes just want to watch the world burn. You lost. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it up because I said, I warned all of you, did you have to stay with the default font? Did you really? There are lots of really cute fonts out there that you can use. I'm just saying, you've got a cute game with a lot of love put into it. The one extra step, just use a different font that's not Liberation Sans. I'm just saying. That's my nitpick.
SMH. SMH.
Sorry, I just
SMBH.
stepped away for a second there.
But I like the concept. And the art's cute. Could use
Yeah,
some
and I think
more...
Yeah, I like the little bitty face.
the
Yeah.
feedback on the snowballs or on Trolley is pretty good. So
Yeah, it's cute.
like that, there's the different states, like the different sizes. I don't know what happens. I've never seen him get too big.
Oh, yeah, we
I've
just
only
find
ever
out.
seen him get melted down.
So what you're saying is we should let him get too big.
Yeah, see him
For
destroy the
science.
villages.
Yeah. Too bad there's no
Uh-oh.
sound.
He's concerned.
What is this? The 16. Is that the size? Is that... I guess it is. That appears to be the size. So yeah, let's see what the threshold is.
Yeah.
I wonder if we get another face.
I think you max out at 10 snowflakes because it doesn't seem that
Oh,
your snowflake
yeah.
count's increasing.
You're right. Well, that's a good thing to know for strats. Gotta have strats.
Optimize play.
Exactly. Gonna min max this snowball. Wonder if it's at 30 that it well. Oh,
that
yeah,
big boy.
precarious. Precarious.
Look at him go.
The tolerance for him being
32.
too big seems a lot higher than the
Oh my
tolerance.
goodness.
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
33.
Aw.
Year-old.
So now we know. Now we know. So actually,
Now
you
we
can have it at...
know.
It can be at that like kind of sick-looking face for quite a while. So perhaps my error before was trying to shrink them a little too soon. Looks like maybe I could probably wait till 20 before really starting to worry about that.
There are some items that make him bigger, like you can buy ice cubes and things like that, but it didn't seem like, because he grows naturally, it just seemed like usually better to just manage the fire. Like, use sticks to get a low fire going and then eventually get the water bucket to put it out.
Interesting. Yeah, because it seems like the fire being the only way to shrink them seems like the focal point of management. Oh yeah, right at 10. Let me see, just to see what... I see the ice cubes and such. So now, yeah, I guess we can just like chill for a bit.
Who's this gnome? Does the gnome have a name?
We should give him one. Courtesy.
What's a good gnome name?
Norm.
Norm
Brett.
the gnome?
Yeah. Wait, it blew up at 33 last time. Now we're at 28, and it appears
Butts
to
the
be
gnome.
not
Thank
at all.
you,
Yeah.
though.
Butts makes a return as a gnome. That was his evolution. So that's your score. So I think it's just that you happen to be at 33 points by the time.
I see.
Oh, okay, yeah. That
I
makes
see.
more sense.
So really, all we have to go on is the face and the size. But it is interesting because I wasn't surprised when it fell down. It was pretty obvious that it was getting too big.
Yeah, the small one maybe needs like another state in between. It's also the growing is happening much slower, I think, than the melting was earlier, because earlier it was like the fire was going. I don't know if you can stack fire items either. Like maybe if you buy coal once and then buy it again, like does it just make a stronger fire?
I suppose perhaps, maybe we'll see. Yeah, the sticks look like it makes a smaller fire than the coal that I got before.
I like that you can see like the little town down there in the corner that it's about to go and obliterate.
Yeah, there was
Stinks.
when it rolled down. There was like just a couple frames where you could see it at the bottom.
Oh, that's great.
Because it
I
was
must have
actually
missed
going down
that.
there.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a smaller fire than I had earlier. That's cute. I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead.
I dig.
All right. Next game we have is MILR The Little Mouse by Team Toratu. So let's have a look-see here. I believe this one had a standalone application. Let me fire that up. This app can't run on your PC. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, if
Well-
you hit more info, it might be one of those the Windows smart screen thingy.
It wasn't that one though. It was a different one. I've been dealing with those all
I see.
jam. Let me bring this up.
I'm
it's
good.
here.
How are you?
My name is Chris, and I'm a cheese.
I think he's supposed to be like cheese.
Cheese. Anyways. Just have to kill him.
Play games, earn coins, buy a gun. Please do it.
Oh boy.
Spoilers, you don't actually have to kill him. Just
Play, buy a gun. Don't.
So this, I think you use the arrow key as it was to move up and down.
This is all right. I'm very curious about what the hell is going on with this game.
Okay. Wall. On the wall.
The music cut out.
Yeah.
Oh, you just finished. Uh-oh.
The
This
way
is
I have
ominous.
this set up on my monitor, I have the stream up on the left monitor and I have the like actual thing. So the text is scrolling perfectly across my monitors. Like from one
funny.
game to the next one.
Wait, let's see if we can.
Perfect delay.
Let's get that triple embedded in your.
Oh my gosh.
Miller's gone evil.
Angie.
Oh, it looks like I can't situate that any better. Anyway. Coins 6. Buy guns 6 coins. It appears I have no other option.
Yes, yeah, you have to.
Shot.
Shotgun.
I think that might be a spelling error there.
How do I shotgun?
I'm gonna choose to believe that that's
You're gonna
very
shot-
intentional.
shot. Shoot your shot, man.
It don't works.
Yeah, I believe it's very intentional.
Why the developer of this game is so fucking lazy. I'm getting very like Aqua Teen Hunger Force vibes of this sort of weirdness of there's no explanation. The cheese reminds me of the Moonanites.
I was whenever that bit where it just started suddenly getting like super deep fried audio there, I was like rushing to try and lower my volume, and then it just cuts off. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I was
Remember-
I was about to have my
scared.
ears exploded.
Yeah, I just now like took one of the sides of my headphones off, preparing for a jump scare. Is that it?
I believe that is it. I didn't find any other other functions after that.
Remember yesterday we were talking about how these games, the cute games turning creepy?
Yeah.
That wasn't happening. This is
Yeah, it
not-
was. It kind of gave me that like almost I guess creepypasta type thing where it's like oh, here's a pet game, and then it
I kind
immediately
of-
turns like hostile.
What I kind of liked about it was the fact that it didn't go all the way, in the sense of like it didn't go full like eversion creepy evil. It just kind of like was weird. It reminded me of Rat Chaos. You guys remember that? That's an old Twine game.
I'm not familiar.
Mm-hmm.
If we're running out of time, so I can't bring it up. But it's an old Twine game where it's about like finding. What can I say? You need to see it for yourself. But it's about Rat Chaos. Let's say.
Play Rat Chaos.
But turns
Got
out it's not sinister. It's just really weird. That's the vibe I got from that. So I like that better than going full sinister because it almost seems like too easy to reach for. Speaking of which, the next game on the agenda is Guardian Angel by Romeo Daydream. Play as a human's guardian angel, or that's not right. Play as an eldritch horror that has taken interest in a certain human. Tell them to sleep, eat, read, all that good stuff. Why don't you mess with them a little while you're at it too? Keep your human alive, and there are 3 possible endings. Do your best. All you need is a mouse. Well, you see, I had a mouse, but then I tried to kill the mouse, but then I was dead, so I
Our
don't know
mouse
how
is now
well
dead.
that...
He got consumed by the cheese too. He's gone forever. We don't know where he's at.
Uh,
So this one's cool. It's a nice, good art style. With like,
yeah.
I dig the mostly monochrome look.
Click on some of the things in the room that turn yellow to make Ed interact on phone.
This one has granular sound options, which I always appreciate.
I do appreciate, especially while streaming and trying to like manage all these. Oh wait, I don't need. I have my mouse set up. The right click registers as left click, so I don't need. I'm left-handed, but picking right-handed anyway for that reason. I'm all geared up. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's weird. I did not run into that. If you click on, oh, you know what? Full screen it, I think. Or no, you had it full screen.
We may need to
I
just.
didn't run into that.
Whoop.
Might need to just refresh it.
Alas.
Maybe
we're just not gonna go mess with the settings. We're just gonna pretend that nothing there.
So this one is one of those the bars are going down constantly, and time is passing, and you have to kind of like do things. It's not clear if the money is your money or ad's money, but yeah. So there's a few things you can do here. Every time you do an action, you get a pop-up. This is one of the things. The one thing I didn't like was that every one of those pop-ups gets like you can keep on doing things, and the pop-ups just pile up.
Oh.
So you still have to dismiss them all.
Oh my goodness.
There's no other way. I like Ad turns into a little tiny person for all the actions. So if you open up the shop on the bottom right, you'll get more like things that you have to pay for, but that do like more. They fulfill the needs more.
Oh.
It's also the tentacle mode, which appears to just make Ad unhappy. But you can click it. It looks funny.
Yeah.
I like that it's gotta sabotage yourself.
Yeah, it's just sort of like all you're doing is just sort of messing around with them. I like to imagine it's kind of like, ghosts like just jiggling the doorknobs and stuff. Like, nothing really impactful. It's just sort of messing with people.
How do you get more currency?
You have to send Ad to their part-time job. Which I believe was the first. It's like the cash register option in the shop.
Oh.
So yeah, I mostly just kept the shop open almost all the time because that's like where most of the like kind of interesting actions are. Oh, then yeah, these things happen randomly. So you start off with some money so you can do some of the actions. The bottle is melatonin pills, and they're more effective than normally going to sleep.
I see.
I just now realized that's meant to be a closed eyelid.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering, like, what is that hieroglyph? What is this?
That one is a bath
bomb.
The more effective. Yeah, it's a more effective shower.
That's funny.
Then,
Knife?
The cell phone does. It's like happiness. These don't have prices, which is unfortunate because you can't tell. And if you click on one and you don't have enough money, then you lose happiness.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I thought the healthcare one at the very bottom. I thought there was some kind of like joke about that because I couldn't. It took me a while before I had enough to afford it, and so I thought it was just impossible to afford. And it was some kind of commentary there. I mean, I guess it still could be because it's the most expensive item.
What is leaf?
The leaf is like going outside.
Touching
I suppose
grass.
it means leaf forgot outside.
Touching grass. There it is.
Make like a tree and leaf. Hey. Anyway. I like the choice of the limited palette here. It's very nice.
Yeah, it definitely helps you know what to focus on at any given moment, like what you're doing with the highlights.
Yeah, we could use some tooltips or prices on these. That would be nice.
Yeah.
It does at least give you like the pop-up afterwards does tell you like what happened, so that's not too bad, but it is sort of like.
I think it would be effective if you didn't want it to be totally obvious to not show like prices or effects at first, but I don't like it when games like expect me to remember that, and how well I perform at the game depends largely on how much I remember like things like the cost of these things.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't afford it, or can I afford it? Okay. I don't appear to be very good at managing these bars.
It is a little difficult. You do have plenty of money still, so I would, you can usually, like, what I'll do is spam like one thing. Like here, I would spam the cell phone for a bit,
Oh, yeah.
just to get Ad's happiness.
What
back
is
up.
this book which appears to be radioactive?
I think those are the
I think that one's just like better studying.
I see. Oh, independence. Hmm.
Cleanliness, the top one.
What's that, sorry?
I was trying to figure out which one was the what the symbols were, because I wasn't paying super close attention. Because I feel like it's health, food, sleep.
Oh yeah. I think the top one is health, food, sleep. The one below that is cleanliness.
Cleanliness, yeah, because that's got like stink lines or something.
They look like heat lines, so I wasn't.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of onsen.
Oh, okay. I feel it now. Hot potato. Mm-hmm.
That's a very expensive bath bomb.
Paying $4 per bath bomb. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I go to Lush.
I was about to make that joke. Ad goes to Lush.
Yeah.
So I see there's this independence
They
stat.
made one that looks like a Santa Claus in a sleigh. It looks awesome.
It does. I love they make such cute designs.
They do.
At South by, they had a pop-up truck in the expo hall, and they just displayed all of their bath bombs they've made.
I don't know why, but I expected you to say they had a pop-up truck where you could take a bath. And I was like, what?
Test the
Yeah, test out their bath bombs or something. I don't know why. My brain, it's a day.
That would be kind of cool. Like, I'd pay, if I had the money, I'd pay the money for that. That experience.
So I think it said we
It's
had.
like, you having a rough time at South by? Just come chill in our tub.
If you told me that was a thing, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Wouldn't that be cool if they had a pop-up, like, pedicure? You know, you put your feet in.
So apparently I get 3 years with this, so I guess I get a grade at the end of the 3 years or something.
Ooh.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
How long it takes?
At the end of, so really, I guess it's. Oh yeah, it is 3 years. I don't know. So is it 4 years? Because you get to year 4, but you get to year 4, and then the first month is basically the end of the year.
1 indexed years.
This needs the radial, like the nap time timer.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
For the the months going by.
Yeah, just like a little soft radial thing would definitely not be bad.
I feel like the main event that happens is Ad goes to parties a lot. Must be a college
I was
kid.
getting one where it was like Ad's mom comes over and does mom stuff. And then and I got the party one as well.
Wish all the icons were like displayed such that you didn't have to scroll.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem
Yeah, if they were
reasonably
just a
big. It
little
could be
bit smaller, they
yeah.
probably would have helped it.
Yeah, that bottom third.
It's not the worst thing, but like it was just like a little time save on it of just being able to see everything at once.
The lower third isn't used too much. You could easily expand that out to that lower third.
Because we've got all this space down at the bottom that's not even being used.
That too. I'm just
does
thinking
this
like
knife
that
do?
full bottom. The
Oh.
knife?
I don't remember what that one does. I think it was something bad, but I clicked it just once.
Ad
Oh,
can't
it
control
brings
what
your
it's
health and
talking about.
happiness down.
There's
cut
nothing
yourself,
good
I
about
think.
it. What the fuck?
Oh man.
It's
like the
bizarre that we have these
tentacles all bad.
options that are just not good at all. Very strange.
Maybe a razor blade would have made it bit more
I
clear.
think it's just one of those, like, maybe one of the endings is, everything's bad or something, and so it's kind of an intentional way to bring the
That's
stats
true.
down.
That's true. I suppose, yeah,
Yeah,
you could
that's
intentionally
true.
try to fuck with this kid for 3 years.
Year 4, month
Oh.
1.
Neutral end. You did your
Neutral
part.
end.
I have to dismiss all these things.
Get rid of the other.
Okay.
Interesting.
Nice little slice of life. Well,
Undisturbed by your presence, they will kill. Okay,
that was a cute thing. We're already over time and we've got a lot more games to get through, so I'm gonna exit from this for now. But I thought that was really well done on Jamscope, and I thought the art was really lovely.
Yeah.
We had some minor nitpicks, but I think that was a really strong entry.
It was also different, compared to what everyone else, virtual pet being a human.
Yeah. That's what
You gotta
good
care
company
for a human.
This is Hansel in their teenage years. That was what ad was. Yes. Yeah. All right. The next game is Star Nanny by ENT. So are we to understand that the developer is ear, nose, and throat doctor or what? I don't know.
Glad you made that joke so that I didn't have to.
All right, let's bring this up on stream.
No, they're just a big tree.
Yes. Taking forever
Takes
to...
a long
Well, it makes
time.
sense because this bar is taking a really long-ass time to fill up, so they're clearly at the end.
This game is
It's got that much
uncompressed.
content.
It's
It's
uncompressed.
coming all the way
raw.
from that moot.
Unless we're having the internet outage again.
There might be something going wrong there, because it did take a few seconds to load, but it didn't get stuck like that on the beginning.
Maybe a full refresh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Tragic.
Oh, they're in chat too.
Unity web player or WebGL
Let
player.
me see if it'll run on me. It's loading for me, so maybe.
Hang on. I'm going to
try
pull up
something
the itch
different?
client.
Yeah, it loaded on mine as well, just from that page.
There we go. Itch client saves the day once again.
Fascinating.
Hey, there we go. Hi.
All right.
Why?
It's Mike Wazowski.
Kurzgesagt edition.
I'm in a video game.
My name is Blev, and I'll be your alien companion for this job. We've been assigned Baby Star X3RT. So this is the Elon Musk baby dating sim or something. In the zone. Okay.
So you get the asteroids from the house thing on the top right there.
It's just
I don't know if the different asteroids do different stuff. It didn't seem like they had any special effects.
All right, let's
I
try
saw
with...
an Among Us.
Click and drag to place the asteroid. Oh, so we were picking the trajectory.
Oh, neat. Look at it, orbits.
Hmm.
Oh!
Jump. Oh, it's Flappy Bird.
Flappy
Oh, fuck.
Bird!
God
No!
damn it. Flappy Bird is a beloved staple of this jam, so I'm happy to see its return.
Flappy UFO.
This is the most sincere implementation of a Flappy Bird clone I've seen in this jam so far, I think. Although,
I don't know why, but the fact that there's like rigid bodies and it just kind of flops over sideways and then hits the ground.
It just gets pushed away. It's very good.
Although Afal's flappy fist for punching Nazis will always hold a special place in my heart. Oh, this is a very unforgiving Flappy Bird.
What's your number you're going for?
What?
But you're doing well. You're unflappable. Sorry.
So I think you're trying to get to 150 to buy the next asteroid.
This is very chill music for the gameplay. I feel like a Flappy Bird clone needs like, I don't know, something a little flappier.
Something more intense, but not too intense.
What is the flappiest instrument that would be suitable for that?
The French horn.
Happiest instrument.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is those like the wood block ones where you like clap them together.
So part of the percussion stuff.
Popping into
A
the
needy rock.
earth.
I know rocks can't talk, but for some reason I feel like this one is asking for food. Luring rock. Bouncy rock. Hungry rock.
Got macaroni.
The hungry rock was a Luigi.
Snappy.
It's not annoying, it's annoying. It's only one N. Hollow rock. Shock rock.
Hollow Knight. Pikachu.
Sus
There
rock.
it is.
Sus.
Let's see.
Sus rock.
I know this is supposed to be Pac-Man, but it reminds me of something else near and dear to my heart, so I'm gonna get
It
this
looks like a macaroni though.
Macaroni.
one. Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa, we grow! We can explore even further now. Oh, I see. Is it like a different minigame? Which one? Let's see.
Ooh.
What?
Okay.
More
I was gonna
mini
say, just having a Flappy Bird clone on Jamscope is not bad, but to have more than one game, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of those games where you're on a motorcycle or something and you're trying to
Yep.
go without flipping over.
But
Almost like exactly that.
flap.
Nice.
I'm not quite sure
Everything is better when you
how
involve
to play this, but this is funny.
Whee!
That's so funny.
Oh wow.
This
They
is
all
a beautiful game too. Wait, what?
That's a lot.
What on
Oh,
earth
it's
is happening?
Breakout.
Damn, this is an impressive number of mini games.
yes.
Holy cannoli.
Impressive. Suspiciously.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they had some sort of like there are a lot of like pre-made super easy games like Breakout and Flappy Bird on Asset Stores and stuff, but it's still impressive to bring them all into a cohesive like looking thing.
Yeah.
Are we soft
Plateaued.
in the
You
breakout?
plateaued.
I think
Soft lock. Soft lock.
yeah, we are
believe.
soft locked because I can't get back. Escape isn't doing anything. Yep. We lost, guys. We
No.
died. The planet died.
Broke it in what
Yes,
should
in
have been
chat.
an impossible way.
Oh,
Oh. It's
something's
spawned.
different. Something happened.
It's moving. Up, maybe?
Oh, it's going up now. Oh,
There we
yeah.
Oh,
Here
we're
we go.
free!
Woo!
Nice.
Lose this game so that we don't soft lock again.
I think what you often a game probably needs for something like this is like if the thing is not hitting any bricks, nor is it dying after a certain amount of time, just automatically kill it.
Preferably with a nice exploding animation.
Yes. The more explodey, the better.
Just a bit of gravity. Yeah, that might help too. Something to pull it out of its momentum.
Oh, how much of this are we gonna? Is it just gonna go on till I lose?
Yeah.
I think so.
I wonder how much currency I'm gonna get from it.
Yeah, I should have gotten some good amount of money now.
I'd love to see a currency display of like what you've earned at this point in the
Yeah.
game on the screen, like a points counter that's going to turn into currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Flappy Bird one had a points counter, but it didn't tell you. I mean, you were getting $2 per point, but this one doesn't seem to tell you anything. So it would be good to know like when to stop. Pretty much, like okay,
Yeah.
I've got enough.
Or like to have a goal to aim for.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
aimlessly playing forever. We found Manuela's jam.
Yeah, this is
I
it.
can be good at video games sometimes. Oh,
As long as it's not a platform.
losing
Oh god,
momentum.
oh god.
Oh, we lost momentum.
Oh, we're fine.
There. Whew.
Yeah. I might intentionally lose at this in a moment because I'm getting tired of Breakout.
I think that's a good.
Oh, that's not bad. I got a
Hey!
lot of cash from that one. I think we can afford another. Oh, it's a Mario Rock.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
So I can just pitch these meteoroids or something.
Kind of want to see if it's gonna hit anything. It's such a very wide orbit.
I don't see
The
the
kind
other
of
games that were.
deciding the orbit from the angle is a really interesting way to go about this. Anyway. let's see what
Yeah.
we got here. To fall faster, to jump. Wait, what? Oh fuck!
Oh, it's a dinosaur game. It's the Chrome game.
I wish the music
Love
was
not
different.
having internet.
Yeah. Because the music is a little too chill for like the music here is appropriate for the space when we're looking at the asteroids and the planets, but for these games I think you need something a little more peppy. Ah! Don't let the purple balls touch the red line. Wait. What red line? Oh.
Is there a red line?
I guess the red line is maybe behind you.
Yeah,
The
it
red
might
line
be
is
out
metaphorical.
of frame.
It represents the point at which we can no longer tolerate these things.
Art.
Just behind you is a DVD copy of Redline by Studio Mac.
Heck yeah.
It's a beautiful film. You don't want to have these things ruin it.
The red line was inside of us all along.
We call those veins,
Dude,
baby.
I might watch Red Line later today now.
It's reverse dodgeball.
I like how you can hit one ball with the other.
That's fun. Yeah, let's buy another one of these fuckers. Okay, they're all the same price, so I guess I can also buy the same one over and over. We're so zoomed out that I can't really see the difference between them at this point. So I wonder how many more I have to
Oh, it hit one.
Ah!
I saw it. It just bounced over it.
I guess let's see if we can zoom out one more time, then I'll probably set this down. Or maybe, well, actually, I'm going to set this down after this one mini game. Let's see.
Manuela getting addicted in real time.
In the zone.
In the zone.
Really can't stand that happy little sun. Ginger Zone. You're so funny.
Apart from a few teeny complaints, this is pretty well polished. I do have a complaint, though. I have a complaint. Did you have to use
Font?
the default font? Did you?
Yeah, it's like, I saw it happen in real
You
time.
did everything else nice, but you went with default.
I mean, it's you're in space. Do you really have to use Liberation Sands? I ask you. Do ya? Do ya?
It's so on the other hand though, you could get very monkey's paw with that, where like someone picks a custom font and then it's like unreadable.
Yeah,
I think we
that's
kind of
what I'm
have had
afraid
that,
of.
but
Very readable.
Look, Google font. Look for sans serif. There's just a bunch of really nice ones. Don't turn off display. Unclick display fonts. Get rid of it and just go through
There's such a
the
wealth
plethora.
of
agree.
interesting, fun fonts out there that are not Liberation Sands. I'm just saying.
We're
But
just
this is
picking
fun.
on you, ENT. We're just picking on you.
No, I think this is a fantastic entry. I'm going to set it down right now, but we are at 2:50. So let's take a 10-minute break, and we will come back for block 10. So I will see
Yay.
y'all then.
Till soon.